Yo, yo, yo. What is up? What's up, Banana Rider? Good to see ya. So, just a little impromptu live stream jumping on. Didn't have time to make no fancy thumbnail. Just saw this new product from ASM, Ashun Sound Machines. I've been a big fan of the Synth. I've had my Hydra desktop for, like 5 years now. Got it pretty much right when it came out. Love the Synth. Love everything they do. I've stuck with the desktop. I didn't upgrade to. Thought about getting the deluxe a few times and stuff, but yeah, I've been pretty critical of them over these past, I don't know, these last couple years. Not critical, but yeah, a little critical for not having a new product after all these years. You know, a company like that. Let me know if you can hear me okay, by the way, if you guys don't mind. I think the audio is all right. But yeah, so I was a little bit like bummed that they haven't released anything, because I really like that company. I think they're cool. And I remember it was about 3 or 4 years ago. I was watching an interview with Glenn Darcy, one of the main guys behind ASM, and he mentioned, what we got here, hang on. He mentioned that he somebody asked him about, are you guys going to release a new product? And he made a statement along the lines, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, well, we're not going to stay in business very long if we don't come out with a new product. So yeah, and here we are, 2025. What year did Synth come out? I want to say it was like 2019 or 2020. It was probably 2020, right? It was right around the pandemic, because I remember I got mine in 2020, towards the end of the year. Probably, yeah, I want to say maybe in the summer. I think I pre-ordered it and then got it like into summer or something. But anyhow, we have a new product from Ashun Sound Machines, and we're going to check it out because I think it's pretty dope. So let me cue something up here. I'm going to go first to, well, first let's just read about it. Let's go over to, hopefully you guys can hear me good. Yeah, the Diosynth, or the Diosynth, the Ronnie James Diosynth, which I kind of lean towards because, Dio. If you don't know Ronnie James Dio, that was actually the first concert I ever saw when I was like 12 years old with my older brother and cousin, was Ronnie James Dio. Dio and Accept. But anyways, Diosynth is an all-new wind synthesizer that combines the familiar tactile feel of a woodwind instrument with an expressive and advanced synthesis engine. So, very, very interesting. I've been like looking at some of those wind instruments that are out there, as like, just tempted. When I was young, I was in school band. I played clarinet, and I even like got a flute from a garage sale and messed around with it just to make samples and stuff. So I'm actually kind of interested in this thing. I'm not like in the market for any new stuff, but yeah, I think this is kind of dope. So it says, at ASM, we design instruments that create a deep, expressive connection between artist and sound. I believe in that. I'm a huge fan of the Synth. That's been one of my go-to and favorite synthesizers for the past 5 years, and it's still regularly in rotation on a lot of my recordings and different stuff I do. So I'm stoked to see a new product from these guys. I'm a fan of Ashun Sound Machines. So we designed to create a deep, expressive connection between artist and sound with Diosynth. I want to call it Diosynth so bad, but I gotta hear it said. I guess we'll watch a video here in a second. We advance this ideal to new levels. LD40, what up? What up? The electronic composer, thanks for jumping in. Good evening. Good evening. Synth Samurai, the adventures of Synth Samurai. Yes, I like that, dude. Hell yeah. The flute of destiny. Yes. Dio. Yes, it is. It's the Diosynth, the flute of destiny. I freaking love that, Samurai. Hell yeah. Yes. Tenacious D approved. All right, so we feature a familiar keywork that makes the transition from acoustic to electric easier than ever. Add to this a breath sensor that gives life to sound, a mouthpiece with read and bite sensor, an XY joystick for modulating effects, assignable pressure pads, switches, and a gyroscope for motion control. Wild. This thing looks cool. It looks cooler than that, that Roland one or some of the other ones I was looking at. Is it Yamaha who has one? These physical controls integrate seamlessly with Diosynth's advanced synthesis and sample engine, delivering the most intuitive and expressive wind instrument available. So it's got, from what I understand, it's got the Hydrosynth synthesis engine, but also a sample engine. That really, it's designed for wind players, traditional wind instruments, saxophone, clarinet, that kind of thing. Man, it looks hella fun. Super cool. I like to see just kind of new innovative stuff like this. And I know that there's other things like this that exist, but this one looks dope. The mouthpiece includes a responsive reed sensor for bite control, freely assignable to pitch bend, vibrato, or a variety of modulation destinations. It's paired with a breath sensor that captures every nuance of your performance. True key action. Uses a moving key action that is familiar to woodwind players. No flat sensors or push buttons. The keywork delivers the tactile feedback and articulation wind players expect. Multiple fingering modes are also available, including sax, flute, recorder, and trumpet. So you can play the way you are now. Super cool. It's got motion expression, performance controls on the back. Number of controls giving you easy access to functions for octave. Buttons can allow an 8+ octave playing range. Wow, that's quite a few. That's way more than I expected, actually. 3 assignable push buttons, perfect for quick patch changes or parameter enables. Oh, cool. So you could just switch back between patches really fast on it with just a push of a button. XY joystick giving you 4-way pitch bend and modulation controls. And 2 pressure-sensitive pads, all freely assignable for a wide range of control options. Motion expression. Taking expression even further, Diosynth. I'm calling it Diosynth. I don't care. It's the flute of destiny. Oh, let's see. Read this last part, and I'll read your. We'll watch the video real quick, but I'll read some of you guys. This is what you guys are saying. Taking expression even further, Diosynth includes a built-in gyroscopic positional sensor that tracks the instrument's physical orientation as you play. So use motion as a performance tool. So as you raise and lower it and change it, you can change timbre. And bring your sound to life in entirely new ways. That's cool. That's different. Motion expression. So as you move it, you can change sounds and you can switch between. Yeah, this thing is dope. I mean, it's kind of pricey. I was looking, it's like, it was just over $1,000, but I think it's kind of cool. I mean, for what it is, if you're into like playing synthesis with the wind, I'm not sure it's something that I'm going to jump out and buy, but I'm interested. I like ASM, and I'm just hyped. Honestly, I'm just super hyped to see a new product from them because, like I said, I've been hella critical on them. For not releasing anything, coming out with new colorway versions of the Hydrosynth and Hydrosynth Explorer, Hydrosynth Deluxe, Hydrosynth, how many of the same synth are you going to release? And granted, I love the Hydrosynth, but I really wanted to see something new. And this is a good step that they're releasing something that maybe, I'm sure they got to be working on something. I'd love to see a drum machine or something cool, another different type of synth, a sampler, something else cool. But this is a good start. So let's see what you guys are saying. Who do we got in here? Okay, so we got Conductive. What up? Still surprising this is their second product. Yes, incredibly surprising after what, 5-6 years? Let's see. Adventures of the Synth Samurai. I love that. I love you change your name to that, dude. It's like sounds like a badass, like, you know, TV show, like an ongoing series. The Adventures of Synth Samurai. Hide your synth for your lips. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But it sounds like it's got a sample engine too. Let's see. CEO Glenn Darcy, pet project. He is a wind instrument guy, I think. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, that's cool though. Glenn Darcy's badass. Yeah, that's cool. Should have been a tuba. Man, if you could get tuba sounds, I'll buy it. Screw it, dude. I'm thinking about it. I'm honestly thinking about it. I'm not in the market for anything, but that would be like something totally different than anything I own. You know, Eternian, what's good? Says saying hi to everybody. Good to see you, man. Let's see. I need to bring this chat over so I can see it. Set the scale, some sequences. Boom, your Kenny G. Oh, man. Damn. What up, Hans Volt? The man, the myth, the legend. Skin Flute Association approved. Let the skin flute jokes begin. Yes. Machines One. What up? Hey, I never told you congratulations, Machines, on 1,000 subscribers, dude. Hell yeah. And awesome 30-year you did. And your interview with Samurai, you've been killing it lately, dog. Awesome stuff. Dude, I know that battle to 1,000 is not an easily won task. So huge congrats on that, bro. Electronic Composer. I've got an old wind instrument with MIDI in the shape of a sax from a musician friend years ago. I don't even know the original manufacturer. I also have a mouthpiece that came with my vintage DX21. Nice. I've never played an electronic wind instrument. I don't know. My worry would be, you know, it's $1,000. So like buying it and then just being like, I don't know. But my daughter would probably like it. She plays clarinet. She plays wind instruments in school band and stuff. So, I mean, even if I didn't, you know, find an interest, I don't know. I kind of want to get it just to support ASM, to be honest. But I don't know how much I would really use it. But let's come over here and check out the little introduction vid real quick. I haven't even watched this. I saw this and I just got hyped. Got hella hyped. Love ASM. I miss the orange in the logo, though.
Hi, I'm Glenn Darcy, CEO of Ashun Sound Machines. Today, I'm proud to present our new product, the Diosynth.
Diosynth, yes, it was called Diosynth.
Diosynth is an advanced wind synthesizer designed for maximum expression, incredible sound design, and great player ergonomics. The physical keys and controllers were all designed for live performance and quick adaptability for players of other wind instruments. The familiar keywork, octave buttons, mouthpiece, and reed sensor make transitioning from a saxophone and other wind instruments easy. You'll be up and playing quickly rather than having to learn a whole new instrument. The mouthpiece can be easily removed for proper cleaning. It even comes with a second mouthpiece as a backup, or for your friends who will probably want to try it. We have added a fully assignable XY joystick control that can be used for 4 separate modulation effects. There are 2 pressure pad controllers which can be freely assigned
Not an MPE
as controls in the
though,
voice engine, and will send MIDI controls
That'd be
to
wild to
external
control
gear.
like MPE with.
We also put physical volume controls on the rear panel because you shouldn't have to navigate menus to turn the volume up or down. The Diosynth features a synthesis engine based on our world-famous Hydrosynth synthesizer, but with the addition of a new sample playback oscillator.
See, that's cool.
This new sound
I wish
engine
they'd add that
offers
to the
incredible
Hydra.
flexibility.
Can you imagine if they
and
added
great
a
sound
sample
potential
engine?
that would be expected from ASM. With over
be
200
like a whole
waveforms
new
in the synth
synthesizer.
oscillators and 128 different instrument samples, you'll have a lifetime of sound design options. With our sample library, we started fresh
Makes me
and
wonder if
sampled a
they
range
are
of great instruments and
working up to
musicians
release a sampler.
using the highest quality microphones and preamps. We also sampled many rare and expensive instruments like the
all them
Eppelsheim
horns.
E-flat tubax, which is 1 octave lower than a baritone sax, or the Eva Kingma contrabass flute, which is 2 octaves lower than a standard flute.
Huh.
The synthesizer engine inherits many aspects of the famous Hydrasynth, including the wave scan oscillators, where you can morph between 8 different waveforms, the 16-mode filters,
I do
the
love
5
the
envelope
Hydra's.
generators,
The Hydra's a beast.
the 5 LFOs,
for making patches on is.
and the 32-point modulation matrix.
It still holds up. Like even now
If
that I have the
Diosynth had one
Quantum and
voice
the
like
third
this,
wave,
it would be an amazing
Hydra,
synthesizer.
even though it's like
But we have
less
2 parts,
expensive, it's
so you can
I
layer
think it
2
holds
sounds
its own weight.
or split the 2 sounds
those
across
guys.
the note range to have separate parts in different octaves. The Diosynth connects to your computer via a USB-C connector.
You getting
We
it,
support
Sammy?
both USB audio
Dude, I'm
and
thinking
MIDI
about it too.
output for single cable connection to your computer. You can also power the Diosynth via the
bet it
USB
would be
connection
super fun.
and the supplied adapter.
There you go, machines. That'd be
Connection to a
for your
mixer or
jazzy
speakers or wireless
for your
transmitter
jazzy adventures
is
on
done
your
with the
tone
standard
dude. You
1/4
could
inch
control
audio
it and play it with
This
play like
output
some
can either be
sax
stereo
and stuff.
or mono, depending on the connection you use. We feature full-sized
she's a
MIDI
beast.
DIN jacks for connecting to MIDI interfaces or
It's,
other sound modules.
I think it's just over
We
1,000.
have a
We'll look at
built-in
it on
speaker
Sweetwater
for
here in a
personal
minute.
monitoring, or you can
I
plug
got an
into the
alert from
headphone
Perfect
jack
Circuit-
for quiet
Perfect
playing and
Circuit.
practicing.
I got an
The
email
Diosynth
alert.
can be powered
That's how I
via
just
2
saw it when I was at dinner,
rechargeable
and I was like, oh, shit.
18650 button-top batteries.
But I figure
Using
Sweetwater's got to have. It's gotta be-
9,900 milliamp hour batteries.
it's just over a
will
grand.
give you
I
over
glanced
4
at it.
hours of playing time. If the gig goes long,
1,100 or something
simply
like that.
replace the batteries.
Which
No
is a
waiting
lot,
for your
but
internal battery
it looks
to
pretty
charge
dope.
up.
Battery
Batteries
powered.
and a charger are not included, but they are low cost and readily available on Amazon and other online
Look at
sources.
Ken Flux
We
there.
ship the Diosynth with several great accessories as standard equipment. You might have seen the Diosynth on a
Ken's
stand
awesome.
in some of the scenes in this video.
The,
no more
you
laying
ever
your
watched the
Winsynth
Beat
on a
People
table
podcast?
or having to buy a third-party
They took a long
stand.
break, but
We
I love
include a
that.
folding
If you
stand
go back
with
and
your
watch
Diosynth
the interviews with like
To
Roger
take your Diosynth
Lynn
to
and
gigs with you,
Dave
you will need a
Rossum
case.
and like just
not
like
a bag, not
pioneers
a cardboard
of
box, a case.
the synth
We
and
ship the
sampling and
Diosynth
drum machine
in a
world.
bespoke hard
Beat
shell
People
case.
podcast.
The
Awesome.
case has custom cut foam,
It's
so it will
the dude
securely
from
fit and protect your Winsynth. We also have cutouts
totally
for the other
blanking right now.
included
Give me a minute
accessories,
when this is done, I'll
including
remember.
a power supply adapter,
Had a long day.
a USB-Y cable for computers with low power USB ports.
Look at that nice
2
ass
custom
case you get with
USB
it, and all the
cables,
look at all
type
that
A
stuff that
and
comes
C,
with it.
a custom stereo audio cable,
Man,
a
I'm,
case
I
strap,
can't lie. I'm
neck
kind of
strap,
tempted.
spit
I mean, I got
scrunchie,
some
and keys
experience
for the
with
case
playing
lock.
wind
Your
instruments.
Diosynth is ready to play and gig.
Be fun.
This video is just an introduction
Just to have a
to
different
Diosynth.
type of interface.
Visit
and
us
just
at ashunsoundmachines.com
and stuff.
for more information, technical specs, links
cool.
to sound examples, and more player videos.
pretty
Thank you.
cool.
Have a good day.
I don't know. What do you guys think? You really think about getting one, Sammy? 1,100. There you go. Yeah. Oh,
wow.
Skateboards and
thing's actually
shit.
pretty
Sorry
sick.
about that. Yeah, man. The Diosynth, the flute of destiny. So yeah, kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not like totally in the market for, and I really just don't need any more new gear. I have stuff that I've gotten in the last 6 months that I've barely spent time with and stuff, and I gotta chill. Still waiting on my lost and found. My lost and found is the last thing that I haven't got, but still buying pedals. Man, I've been to do a review on this Oliveira. Was gonna do a live jam, so I haven't been on here much lately. I had some final shit for my health, and I am doing good. I'm back on track. I'm back to work, and actually, it's been some big changes for me. I and my family made a huge, big decision to leave the company I was working for. I got a job offer that I just couldn't say no to, and it's a maintenance electrical position, which I've always been in the contracting, like new construction, and I've done some maintenance and trouble calls and stuff, but this is kind of a more chill position. I don't have to work physically as hard, which is good because I can't anymore. Have some issues from long-term abuse of my body through work and skateboarding and things that I've done that I'm at an age now where I just kind of got to chill a little bit. I'm not going to be like out there doing big giant wire pulls and shit every day and up and down ladders and scaffolding constantly. So this maintenance position is super chill. It's for a billion-dollar company. So it's like it's a damn good job. And it's cool. I just started, and so far so good. It's going to be a weird adjustment for me of kind of just being able to chill and not have to production and stuff. And there'll be times, when things break or whatever, I'll be working on a motor and it's very important and imperative that we have to get it up and running. But for the most part, it's like pretty chill, a lot different from what I'm used to. I've never been a maintenance electrician. I always looked at those guys like a bunch of lazy bastards. Be like, God, these guys are so fucking lazy. But the way I'm looking at this is going to be my retirement gig. This is going to be the one I'm probably just going to stick with and write it out. It's pension and all that stuff, 401k. So, killer benefits and all that shit. So, but it was a huge decision for me. But after my health problems and stuff over the last summer and stuff, I realized going back to, being my normal way of doing things, in the workplace. I wasn't going to be able to do it. And that was a harsh realization, to realize that just I'm physically quite kind of not what I was in my 30s and even in my early 40s. But it's a good thing. It's a really good thing for my family. It's way better money. It's better benefits. I work less hours and make more. 3-day weekends. So hopefully I'll be able to have time to focus on music, YouTube, other stuff, taking trips with the fam and all that. So yeah. But it was a very difficult decision. Anyhow, that's what's been going on, guys. And, why I haven't been on as much is, had to do the final surgery and stuff of everything going on. And, I lost the chat. What the hell happened? What the hell happened here? Hang on. That was weird. Okay. So, let's see. Let me bring this back over so I can read it. Sammy's gonna get it. Do it, dude. Let's both get it. We'll start a fucking Kenny G cover band. No, it looks cool, man. What happened with your Behringer pedal? Oh, man. Dude, it didn't work. And that was the second. The other one had issues. But I'm getting it replaced. So it's not a big deal. It was defective. But then I read some stuff that there's been some issues with the rollout of these Behringer pedals. There's a lot of people that are kind of bummed. I was really happy with the phaser. It's no big deal. The other one's on its way. And, I was just kind of bummed. I was bummed about it. Because when I read about it and saw with the other people, I don't know. There's been a lot of there's been some issues with them, which is shitty. It's a bummer. But I was kind of pissed off already about shit going on, and I let something get to me that wasn't that big of a deal. He said it to me as a loyalty test. Fuck, I failed. Hey, I deleted that after I thought about it the next morning. I was like, all right, let me see how they handle it. That's funny. It's fucking loyalty. Oh, Samurai, you're the funniest, man. Let's see. Yeah, still tracking these Black Friday deals, but I'm about to pull a few triggers on some stuff. Yeah, what are you thinking about getting? Electronic Composer. I might grab a couple software things. I I don't know. I don't need anything. I don't need any gear. Like it's just this something new and different like this Ashun sound machine thing though is kind of cool. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it, Electronic Composer. Let's see, buy a synth to celebrate. What synth should I get, Samurai? What should I get? You know what? If I did buy another synth, there's actually the only ones that I really want. I kind of want a sequential. We talked about this before, but I don't. I was looking at that form. You know what I want is I want a Prophet 10. You know, just a desktop or whatever. But goddamn, I don't think I'm gonna be dropping $3,500 for something like that. Yeah, I don't know. The Prophet X. I know Hans Volt's got the Prophet X. That's one I've wanted for a long time. But yeah, I don't know. As far as I don't have any room. There's no room left for any sense. I'd have to get rid of something, and I'm happy with everything I got right now, man. I don't really want to. You know, I guess I could like take one of the kids' bedrooms away, like make them both share a room and make that. Sorry, guys, I got to expand my sense. Like take one of your bedrooms, you know. Good use Prophet 6. The Prophet 6 cool. Is definitely awesome. I don't know. Thought about just getting one of those forms just to see, like, I don't know. I don't want to drop like mad money. I got the Muse and the Quantum this year, and that's like way more than I was planning on spending in 5 years for synthesizers. Even though I got a hell of a deal on the Quantum used, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know there's synths out there that I would like. Sometimes I wish there was like you could just like where's that place called, the Synth Library? I don't know where that was, in Oregon or Washington or somewhere. Like you can go like rent synths or check them out. That would be cool to just like have something and use it for a while and then decide if you really want it. Maybe it would, because there's things I might try that I would be like, you know what, maybe I do want this more than the Hydrosynth, or for instance, or something, you know. So, but I don't know. Yeah, at this point, I have since put away right now that I can't even have out because of space. So to buy more that's hard to justify to the family. I mean, they already think I'm absolutely insane. So, but I mean, if something comes along, oh, you know that I do want to get that Behringer, was it the X2M, the Oberheim one? That one looks cool. I think it's still like a ways out, or maybe it's December or January. But that's one I would definitely buy for sure. The Tempest, dude, it's funny you say that. It's hilarious you say that. I was looking at them last night on Reverb. That's another one I fully want and have wanted for a long time. And I saw one for like that. They're down to like $1,300-1,400, where they were like way over $2,000. That's one I would. Yeah, because I mean, Dave Smith and Roger Lynn together on a drum machine. That's one I would absolutely. That's one I keep. I have an alert for when deals come up, and I have been eyeballing. Is like I eyeballed the Quantum for like 5 years. You know, like waiting to try and find a good deal before I finally got this one. And I got a hell of a deal on this one. You know. I mean, $1,800 for a Quantum is even if it's an MK1, I think it's a screaming deal. Especially since they were $4 or $5 when they came out, and the MK2s are still huge. But yeah, the Tempest, that's hilarious. You say it. Sammy he knows me. Let's see. I'm still looking for that Moog subharmonicon I was telling you about. Just looking for a better price than $599 if I can. Not used. Yeah. Well, what do you got against used, Electronic Composer? I bought used gear. Like the only ones I'm sketched on are like when they're big keyboards for the shipping. But those small desktop ones, if someone's got you can look at their sales and like their ratings and how many times they've sold and be able to tell like if someone's like a legit seller. But I get it. I mean, I like to have gear new too. But I've like all of my Electron stuff, every Electron thing I have besides the model cycles I bought new and the Tonewerk. But all of my other Electron boxes, I waited and bought used, cheap. I got I got my second DFAM cheap, used on Reverb, I believe. But yeah, I feel you. Like, I mean, you get the warranty and all that when you buy new, but yeah, I've seen some subharmonicons pretty cheap. And there is the Spice or whatever from Behringer. I don't know. I haven't tried that one, but I heard it's pretty similar if you're looking for maybe just to get, because I'll tell you this about subharmonicon. I think we talked about this before. It's not for everybody, man. It's I love it to death, and some people who love it, but I know a lot of people and have seen a lot of things where a lot of people just don't click with it. You have to put time and effort into it. It's not just like a turn it on and start making amazing sounds. You got to sit there for a while, but when you find those sweet spots in those sounds, it's like nothing else. I'm pretty sure we talked about this. Noir, what up? Man, someone said Tempest. Noir. No, Noir just perked up. He's like, his spidey sense tingled. He's like, someone's talking about the man, the myth. That's awesome. What up, dude? Good to see you. Sleeping on the Torres SP16. I haven't looked that much into it. I know it didn't get much love. I don't know anyone who has one. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's Dave Smith helped design that too, didn't he? Pretty sure that was the one. One of those. Yeah, it's got to be that one. Let's see. Tempest Beetlejuice 3 times for now. Yes. I mean, Noir is the master. He's probably got his Tempest longer than anybody I know. I know a couple people. I have a buddy that had one, and he sold it off to get the damn the TR-1000 recently. I was like, why'd you do that? You should have sold something else and just kept the Tempest, because Tempest is one of those like pieces that's just going to be. I think it's going to be like a collector's item eventually, in my opinion. And it just as finicky as I know that I've heard it could be. Yeah, you know what? I am going to get a Tempest this year. That's, if I do, it's that and like, man, I really want to get, I've seen some used, I want a Prophet 10. I really want a Prophet 10, but just the desktop. So I don't have any room for any more keyboards, but I'll just MIDI it off of the Muse or the Quantum or something and use those keyboards. I think from now on, it's going to be, if I get any sense, it's like going to have to be all desktops. Or else, like I said, I'm going to take one of the kids' rooms away. You imagine my 13-year-old daughter being like, you have to share a room now with your 10-year-old brother because daddy needs your rooms for synthesizers. Yeah, that wouldn't fly. That wouldn't fly in this house. But, yeah, man. Noir, did you see that we were just talking about the ASM wind instrument, the Dio? The Dio. That looks cool. We were watching the video on it. Good on you, Trader. Tempest has never been cheaper. Go for it. I know. That's why I've been watching them for like ever since they got discontinued is when I was like, oh shit. Now I got to get one. Oh, the other synth I would get, and is another Noir favorite, is a Virus. That'd be one that also I would consider adding and have thought about for years. But yeah, I've been watching the Tempests and getting alerts for them for years, and they're finally dropping like to something where I'm like, well, damn, because they were way up there for a while, like 25. There's still people asking like $3,000 for them and stuff. And you know what? Maybe they're worth that. I could see like the Tempest being something like, one of those rare pieces that'd be worth a lot in like 20 years or something, just because of like, Dave Smith and Roger Lynn. I mean, it's quite possible it's Roger Lynn's final drum machine, Let's see. Bunk beds, bro. Polychain those beds, maker. Polychain the beds together. Oh, fucking samurai. Hey, Trusto, what up, man? Monkey Island in the house. Dio is dope. Yeah, I'm kind of into it. Dude, I'm really stoked to just see Ashun Sound Machines have a new product. Cause I was starting to think, dude, if they don't drop nothing in this next year or two, then I mean, what can you say about a company that calls themselves Ashun Sound Machines, plural, and then they just have like the same synth in a bunch of different form factors. And then when they started bringing out like the colorways, like it's like the new Dunks from Nike, but in this color or something, I was like, come on, guys, like you gotta put out a new product. The synth engine in this thing in this what is it? The Diosynth is the sampling engine, and it gives me hope that maybe we got an ASM sampler on the horizon or some kind of drum machine sampler or something. I don't know. I'm hoping that because I want that company to succeed. I think they're one of the cooler ones. Like I have a few selects that I really like. Arturia. I love electronic cores. Moog. I love the Moog, but I like ASM. I think that like as a company, Ken Flux Pierce, they're good. They're cool. Glenn Darcy. I like everything that they've and I love the Hydrosynth. I think it's one of my favorite synths in my collection. Like I said, over 5 years and it's still pulling its weight, and I'm finding new things to do with it and still crafting like new sounds with it. Yeah, it's cool. And like I said, it says a lot that it's still like I'm still using it now that I have the third wave and the quantum, because those two for digital are absolutely mind blowing, especially the quantum. But yeah, super cool. Let's see. Access Virus has been a desire of mine forever. Same electronic composer I've used. I remember my buddy years and years ago first like got the Access, was it the A? And then like later he upgraded. He's got the T with the TI the desktop now. But he's always telling me every time I get a new synth, he's like, I can't believe you don't have a virus yet. That's just what he says every time. Anything I talk about or bring up to him and stuff, he's like, I just can't believe you don't have a virus yet. Like you can do all that on the virus, dude. And he's not wrong. Not wrong. So yeah, a virus and a tempest. Like Noir knows what's up. Noir's got both of those and a quantum. He knows. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the stuff, I think, between the third wave and the Hydrosynth and the quantum, I could probably do most everything I could on a virus. But I don't know. I would like to I've never had one in my studio to use and play with. So I was thinking about just a desktop one, but they keep jumping around in price too. It's hard to say, you know. Hey, what's up, GearTube? Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, man, just popped in for Leviasynth. Yes, that would be the shit. Yeah, I just popped on for an impromptu. I saw the ASM had a new product. I was like, I'm gonna jump on. Didn't even have time to make no fancy thumbnail or nothing for it. I just popping on. I thought I'd talk about it real quick. We got Salty Kraut. What up? Had a Tempest for years. Sold it. Don't miss it. No, wasn't your thing. What'd you replace it with? Your Tempest, and you don't miss it at all, huh? Fair enough. I could see that. I mean, I know a lot of people like it's kind of like the subharmonicon where people love it, or I don't know if they hate it, they just don't really like it so much. But let's see, Leviasynth, man, we've been talking. You were talking about that like over a year ago, huh, Samurai? Didn't you look it up? Wasn't there like a patent or something? I remember you had a video a long ass time ago, it seems like now, talking about that. ASM Rodan Deluxe. Yes. The Rodan. Hell yeah. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, guys, just wanted to come on for a quick one and talk about that. I'm really thinking about the Diosynth. I am. I showed it to my daughter and she was hyped because she's like into woodwinds. She's like, I want that, Dad. And I looked at the price and I was like, oh shit, $1,000. Because I was thinking for a minute it might be a good Christmas present for her, and then I could just play around on it. But that 1,100 bones, yeah, I don't know. Samurai's got to get one, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. It's not that I'm trying not to buy gear any more gear. It's just that I feel like I've bought so much gear this last year that I haven't fully utilized yet, you know? And it's like I'm learning it, but it's just time and life and everything. I definitely don't feel like adding anything major right now. And this next year, I'll get something in the next year, maybe a Tempest, maybe a Virus. I don't know. But probably definitely a Tempest because I just want it for, you know, I love Roger Lynn and his all his products and Dave Smith combined. I don't have anything in this studio from Dave Smith, and that saddens me because I have almost, I mean, geez, the amount of manufacturers I've Yamaha, Korg, Novation, ASM, Electron, Behringer, Moog, Pittsburgh Labs, Third Wave, Erica Sense, Waldorf. Yeah, it goes on. Then Kawhi, Quasi yeah, like not one representation or tons of Arturia, and Sonic, like just so many different brands and like not one representation of sequential or anything made by Dave Smith. Just feels like I kind of, if I'm gonna have like a studio that like encompasses like all of my dream equipment that I can spend into my twilight years into my retirement playing and learning, I kind of feel like I need something. I need something from the man, the myth, the legend himself. I mean, come on, Dave Smith. You know, I thought about an Oberheim or something too, but I want I want something from Sequential. I do. I thought about that form. That form looks. It sounds great. And that looks like it sounds more profitish to me than the Take Five. I know it's pure analog supposedly and all that, but who knows? Maybe in like a few years. Eventually, I'm thinking like at some point getting a Prophet 10. That would be like the one that would be like the dream one to have for me. But like just the desktop, not one of these crazy expensive anniversary ones. And I'm talking probably used. Find a deal on one, but even probably used, like they're still probably over two to $3,000. So nothing I'm rushing out to. But let's see. What's your go-to equipment? Oh man, I kind of jump around lately. I spend a lot of time with the GR Mega and the Linstrument, but then I've also been spending a whole lot of time with the Muse lately. Those are the main ones, and then it's been a few weeks since it's been a couple weeks at least since I was healing up from my surgery, so I haven't got in the studio much, but before that and moving forward, the Pittsburgh Modular, the Muse, and the GR Mega have been kind of my main things that I've been recording with. Using Toneverk and Syntact for drums for some of the newer tracks. I might release one of these new tracks that I've made in a video. I don't know. I was like saving it, trying to put the album together, but I could put out a video and then still put it on the album. Let's see. Tragic. He's the king. I know it is tragic not to have any of his stuff, right? I know it feels. I feel like that's if there's one thing lacking in like my sound palette is like I don't have anything. I mean, to be honest, like the AN1X, my Yamaha AN1X can get pretty convincing sounds of Prophet, like a Prophet 5 and stuff, but it's not the real thing, Doesn't have Dave Smith's DNA in there, So let's see. Thank him every day. Praise Dave. Hell yeah. See, the great synth purge is upon us, brothers. Sell, sell, sell. Streamline is the new way. Yes, I know, Trusto. The great synth purge. Yeah, trying to tell me in Samurai that is just like, you might as well be like beating your fist into a brick wall. You know us. Salty Kraut. I tried really hard to like the Tempest, sink a lot of time into it. First proper drum machine. Damn. I got a machine drum after. Okay. Hard to compare the two, but I liked it better. It was tough to get punchy. Okay. Man, the machine drum, super dope. That's one I would love to have. It's insane how much those. If I would have known like what those were gonna cost, like nowadays, I would have bought like 4 of them because they were like pretty damn cheap for a number of years there. It's crazy, crazy to think how much those have gone up. But yeah, I can understand that. The machine drum just fit more your had more punch for the sound of your music you're making and stuff. I get that. This live is worth the rewind. I don't know. Only Gear 2 if you want to go watch. We were just talking about the what do you call it? The Diosynth from ASM. Nothing major. If you want to go back check it out. I was just like reading about it and watched a video. Nothing super special. This is just a impromptu, casual little chat. I'm gonna be jumping off soon. I gotta be up to the mine and earlier in the morning. Prophet 6. Yeah, Prophet 6 is dope. Let's see. I'm also itching for a Waldorf, Iridium, Quantum, etc. Got the Blofeld iPad app. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. I love the from what I understand, Iridium, Quantum are both the same, other than some slight minor differences. Yeah, I love the Quantum. That's a permanent mainstay for the rest of my life. Like using the Tempest as a polysynth. See, I'd like to try that. That's what I mean. It's a synthesizer and a drum machine. See, nice one. I wouldn't mind a Prophet 6. Blasphemy. Steve Smith certified AM1X. Oh, he did certify it? Okay. I do have an AM1X. Yeah. Yeah, it's the most beat up one you ever seen, but it works. Yeah. Let's see. Trusto. Yeah, you guys rule. I'm gonna get out of here. It's about 8 o'clock. I gotta make sure that the little ones are off the video games and in bed. But I appreciate you guys all dropping by. We'll see who gets the Diosynth. Sammy, we gotta both get it. We'll do a dueling stream. I'm thinking about it, man. I'm really considering it. Yeah, I don't know. It looks fun. I only saw one video of someone that was that one guy who comes to Monkey Island, the breathalyzer. What's his name? Sean, breathalyzer Sean. I forget. You guys know who I'm talking about. That plays some other. He plays like breath electronic instruments and stuff. You guys know. I forgot his name. Breathalyzer or something. But he got one somehow already, and it's only available for pre-order. So I wonder if ASM sent him one or something. Because I only saw maybe in Europe or no, because I don't know. But that was the only video I saw besides ASM. There might be more up by now. But word, guys, thank you so much. Y'all have a excellent rest of your week. I'll try and pop on maybe on Saturday. We got the Turkey Day coming up next week. I don't know. I might have a 4-day weekend for that. I'm not sure with this new gig what how that's gonna entail. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, hell yeah. Remember PMA all day, every day. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people. Yeah. Don't let the drama and the trolls affect you. I've seen some stuff lately that was a bummer. With some good people out there, of some horrible trolling and things, and let's hopefully everybody can rise beyond that, because there's some horrible little synth trolls out there saying and doing shitty stuff. So let's try and be better than that and be good to each other. All right, guys, peace.